Hello, people of YouTube, cut the nuts and the rubs. I took me a shower last night, scrubbed down with soap, which I really needed. And, just decided now I wanted to make a video, but still got the stupid rash. It's going away though. But, today I was thinking about something, then a realization just hit me like running into a brick wall. So today I was, I don't know if I was sitting here in front of the computer, or if I was outside working on something, or what I was doing. Because I like to go outside a lot to get some fresh air and do stuff. But I had a moment there thinking, I was like, it used to be on YouTube that, people would actually like the stuff I would upload, and I had some kind of reputation as someone who, was flawed, but, for the most part, if I told you I had experience with something, I definitely wasn't lying to you, and for the most part, it was, I was sharing good advice I was going through experience. At some point today, I was thinking about this, like, when I used to have YouTube channels, there was basically, it seemed like I was respected more, and I was thinking about this today, and then I was thinking, I was like, hold up, Jason, hold up a second. I was like, okay, Jason, you can say that it's you being dirty in the video, which is a valid reason why some people don't watch videos, because either video quality is low, the audio quality is low, the person doesn't look the best, like me. Like I was telling myself, I'm like, you can tell yourself, Jason, that that's part of it. You can tell yourself that, you used to have some kind of reputation on YouTube that wasn't, don't trust this guy. To be very clear, and the person that said that knows exactly who they are. But it was like running into a wall, just run my head into a wall of bricks. So I don't know the saying. I sound even dumber when I try to make an analogy of it. It's like I just ran into a brick wall and realized something. I was like, you know what? I remember previous channels I had. I was perfectly content having a platform to upload videos to because it gave me something to do. And if people enjoyed watching the videos, or if nothing else, it just gave them some background noise or something. And I saw that people like viewing the stuff for whatever reason, even to make fun of me. It's like, I don't know. I don't have to know. Like, I don't want to know in some cases. but I was thinking about it, I was like, it used to be that, there wasn't that many people that subscribed to this channel. But, I was content with it because it gave me something to do. And the people that did watch the stuff, they watched it because, like I said, either it was background noise or for whatever reason I don't understand, but they still did. They liked watching the videos. And some videos, they were okay. They were worth watching. Even I saw them and I'm like, well, I did an okay job on that video. At least it was people who had a reason to watch it outside of, drama, and I was thinking about it today. I was like, okay, Jason, you can tell yourself, like, it's hot in here. I was just sitting out in the sun, so surprise, surprise. Oh, red hot chili peppers. Maybe that's making me hot too. So, I tell people at times that I'm ugly as sin and I'm hideous, and I laugh about it, and they assume it's low self-esteem, and I just look at them like, man, I'm like, I can laugh at myself for being hideous, for missing a bunch of teeth. As long as it's not causing me pain, I can still eat. And I don't care if I'm hideous. I care if I. There are days that I want to be clean because I'll feel better, I'll feel more comfortable, so I'll go and get in the shower. But when it comes to anybody else, other than giving them more reason to stereotype me, I really don't care. You know, um, personally, I went to cut my own hair again. I've been doing it for years. I haven't went to a place to get a haircut for years. I cut it myself. You know, and it usually starts out. It looks okay from the beginning, or it looks a little bit off from the beginning, and then over a few days after taking a shower or two, it normals out and it looks halfway decent. I've actually been complimented by in person saying that it looked nice and like, where'd you get your? I was like, I cut it myself with a just buck knife, a hunting knife, whatever knife I had, And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. Now, if I would have told them I cut my hair with a knife before they saw it, they would have been like, oh no, it's terrible. Yeah, that's why I don't tell them. I've even made a video before where I cut my hair, and during the video, like, people were admitting in the comments, they were like, this is when people would watch the videos that actually had a reason besides drama. There wouldn't be that many people subscribed, but at least I knew they watched it for a reason outside of drama. Or just being frank, being a weirdo. Um, there could be people that watch it that laugh at me that aren't weirdos. They're like, look at this dumb guy, and they're just laughing at me. I laugh at myself too. I can behave really dumb at times. I can say some real doozies. But I'm rambling around the topic that I want to get to because my mind jumps off track 5-10 different directions, wanting to talk about different stuff. And then I lose track what I originally had my train of thought on. Yeah. So from the beginning, long story short, today there was a point. I don't know if I was outside or inside, but I started thinking for a moment. I'm like, people don't respect me at all on YouTube anymore, and I was thinking of reasons why. I look at myself. I'm like, did I do something? Then I look at myself, like my appearance and stuff, and then I look at my video and audio quality, and then I look at like maybe a person did so much damage to my reputation by telling a bunch of people not to trust me, which did happen. But long story short, it was like me running into a brick wall of realization. The people that kept subscribing to my channel after the genuine ones originally subscribed that I was content with, the people that kept joining my channel were not joining it because they either just laughed at me because I can say some real doozies and I can make some dumb videos, which I'm okay with because I don't have to see it anyway. And what's wrong with it? What's spreading a little joy in the world, even if it's me being dumb? It's like no harm, no foul. But I was thinking, I was like I was content because I knew that they had the reasons if they liked it. I didn't have to understand it. They had the reasons. Some of them I could understand why somebody would watch it. And then some, like, even if somebody wants to laugh at me, that's cool. That's okay. But once I hit the realization today that it was like I said, it was like running into a brick wall. The realization. I was like, all the people that were joining my channel that today I'm thinking about, like, people aren't respecting me. The people that don't respect me are the kind of people that I should care. I should not care less what they think of me or how they view me or what they say about me. Because they were the ones who joined the channel after the genuine ones. After a certain person got them to join my channel by association. To all of you that don't subscribe now, because you were the one that follows the drama queen, I'm getting my head on straight today. I'm like, you know what? The few people that used to join were genuine. I was content. Today, I'm thinking about all the ones that were joining, thinking it's because people don't respect me. It's because the people out there, you may even be one of them watching this. The people out there that don't respect me are most likely the ones that follow the drama queen, that listen to the drama queens and don't believe a thing this guy says. The genuine ones are still there. I just haven't made any videos, many videos that are really worth watching, honestly. Like, I make more videos that are worth watching. Of course, more genuine people are going to join that are interested in that kind of stuff, I watch people's videos and I have no offense against the person. I can be watching, it can be very interesting, but, I have something else to do, or I'm just not interested anymore. It's nothing against the person, it's just me. Then I go watch something else. Same thing with stuff I make. If it's not very interesting what I make, some people are going to be more interested in others, and, all of you who are drama queen followers that were joining because he, got you to find me by association, I don't want anything to do with you anyway. I don't care if you don't respect me. I don't want the respect of people who, worship an Aegon and a drama queen. I'd rather have the genuine people who used to join this channel, find it when I have better content, and, then me be content with it again, then think about like, I'm disrespected on here. That's not the case at all. The genuine people don't disrespect me. It's the ones that I should not care less if they disrespect me, because the kind of people they are. Yes, I said the kind of people. There are people in this world who are more common than dirt, less useful, and, in fact, so toxic that even after they die, nothing will grow in the dirt that they turned into. If you like that insult, you can... I don't like people clipping stuff from my channel, but if you like that insult, you could take that audio out and use it for whatever you want. I give you permission. You have permission to take my insult saying that there are people in this world that are more common than dirt, less useful, and in fact, they are so toxic that if they died, nothing would even grow on the soil that they would turn into. I might have said it better the first time, but yeah, you got my permission to use that insult. It's a good one. I came up with it a while back. The whole thing, like this concept that there's such a thing as fair in the world. I believe any parent that teaches their child that there's such a thing as fair in the world are doing their child a disservice. I don't believe in favoritism. I don't believe there's such a thing as fair either. People get the things mixed up. They're like, well, if I do something for one kid more than the other, then they're gonna view me as a they're gonna view me treating the one as a favorite and the other as a... Like, if you go out of your way to, make the other kid see you constantly praising the one and never praising the other, that has nothing to do with fair. If you're showing favoritism, you're showing favoritism. That is something you should be conscious of. You don't have to, like, prove to your kids that there's no such thing as fair by showing favoritism to another kid. You show them other ways. You're like, hey, you're human, I'm a human. You level with it. Like, here's the thing what I see with kids and adults, okay? Kids learn by example, right? I would think the majority of people could at least agree with that one thing I say. Kids learn by example. Okay, so say a kid has a parent, and as an example, they're repeating the exact same thing their parent does around, people in public or around other family members or relatives and stuff. And then that parent gets angry at the kid and punishes them for behaving like they see their parent behaving. Okay? So, and what do kids want? What's the number one thing that almost every case, what does every kid want? They want to make their dad proud. They want to make their mom proud. That's like a thing in every single kid. It's instilled in them since birth. Like, they want to make their parents proud. For better or worse, they want to make their parents proud. So guess what happens? So a kid repeats the actions of their parent, and their parent is behaving completely inappropriate, but they're not out in public and they're not around relatives and other family members for them to see it. You know, so the parents behave this way, then the kid behaves this way in public or around relatives or public, and they punish them for it. And so the kid, like, starts getting a complex. They're like, parents question why their kids become rebellious. It's very simple. They get punished for behaving like their parent. And they're like, well, I just want to make them proud, and I'm trying to be like them, and they're punishing me for it. I feel awful. They're punishing me for behaving like them. Then the kids don't have any guidance, so they look for another role model. That's right. Any parents out there? If you're not their role model, they're going to find another role model. For better or worse, same thing. But for better or worse, they're going to find another role model. They may find a role model that embraces them behaving just like your bad behavior. Did that hurt? It should. Because it's true. They'll find someone who cheers them on for behaving just like their parent, that punishes them for behaving like their parent, because the public can see it, the relatives can see it, family can see it. Truth hurts, doesn't it? Sometimes, the hurt's worth it. There's been plenty of times I've been disappointed in myself, and I have to let myself be disappointed, because that's the only way I'm going to grow. I'm getting off topic, but, a lot of people, like, they hear me say something true like that, and like, how dare you, you don't have kids. I've been with my niece and 3 nephews since they were little pinky baby mice up until they're, I think, one or more than one of them are adults now, and the majority of them are young adults, and then one's becoming an adult. So I've been with them just like other family members since they were little pinky mice, helping watch them and spending time with them, going to the woods and hang out with them. So don't tell me that I don't have any experience with kids, because my brothers and their wives, mind you, trusted me. Specifically, truly trusted me and told their kids to listen to me. Listen to Uncle Jason. That's what their mother said. Brothers' wives. Both of them. I've heard them say to their kids, now listen to Uncle Jason. So whenever you say to me that you don't know what you're talking about, I don't care. I really don't care. But anyway, so to be clear, I understand now. It's like I just ran into a brick wall. I think that's the saying. I could be wrong. I'm not that smart, but it's like I ran into a brick wall today with the realization. It's not that people that I would prefer to respect me don't respect me. It's not that. It's not any reason other than I don't have enough decent videos uploaded. When I got enough decent videos uploaded, of course, genuine people are going to want to watch them. Even if they're genuine in the sense that they like laughing at me because they find me as a dummy. That's okay. Like, if you tell me, I'd prefer you not tell me. But it's okay. Like, like, if you're just joking around with me, friendly banter's obviously fine, A lot of people try to make their trolling look like friendly banter when it's clearly not. And then, oh, look how they've overreacted. And anybody with 2 brain cells in their head can see what they're doing. And they underestimate everyone's intelligence around them. And even if you got 2 brain cells in your head, you can understand what they're doing. And you clearly have more than 2 brain cells in your head. Well, I'd hope you would, or you'd probably be in a coma. So I'm just going to title this video, I finally realize why, I finally realized why I'm not so popular on YouTube. And I'm just going to put in the description, because I don't have enough good content uploaded. It's that simple. It's not me. It's not how dirty I am. It's not my video or audio quality. Those can be factors, but that's not what it is. So what? I got a little rash here. Big whoop-de-doo. Like, nobody's going to stop watching the video unless they're so vain that they can't, their eyes about start bleeding if they see anything that's not polished. Like a turd plated in gold and all flowery and everything. Like, I'm being dumb. Anyway, yeah, those aren't even the things that concerned me. Today I was thinking about it. I was thinking that, like, people don't respect anything I say anymore, and they don't believe me anymore. Because what this guy said. No, the kind of people that I should not care. I should not care less what these people that used to subscribe think or say or believe about me, or if they respect me. In fact, I'd be glad if they don't respect me, because I don't respect people that like drama queens and like to egg them on. If you're one of those people behind a bully who's misguided in life because they don't have the best quality of life, you like egging them on because that's your source of entertainment, I don't want anything to do with you, little feces, urine, feces stain on the world, urine rain stain on the carpet, I don't want anything to do with you. Hope y'all have a good rest of the day or night where you live. Take care of yourselves. And this box says, long live and prosper. As I awkwardly hit the button. It didn't work! Bill Murray, it didn't work. Okay, end the video. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I have my pellet gun here blocking my keyboard. End the video!